Welcome to LA Now, your Los Angeles County news source. Coming up, we'll tell you about a county school making its students famous. Plus, meet County USC's new chief resident. And when disaster strikes, the county's medical relief units are ready. LA Now starts right now. And thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Deneau. The LA County USC Medical Center is one of the nation's largest public hospitals and medical training centers. The hospital's emergency room is just as big and home to some of the country's top doctors. Perrine Bakshay spent the day with the trauma's Bay chief resident and has more on his story.
Yo tengo que quitarlo aquí, okay?
Christopher Reverte has a few minutes to stop his patient from bleeding to death. Just part of a typical day for a chief resident in LA County USC's ER trauma bay.
Maybe just exposing this, and I want to have to put pressure on this in a second, but I want to see what's going on.
Christopher goes from treating a dialysis patient who will most likely need a blood transfusion to an incoming heart attack victim.
It's a 67-year-old?
Yeah, with hypertension and diabetes, and he did drop his pressure.
Did they give him nitro or no?
He held nitro.
So he never even got nitro and he just dropped it. Is he diaphoretic? Part of my job is to be able to see 5 patients in a matter of seconds and minutes and determine which one needs me to be right next to them right then and there that second. And I can kind of eyeball the other patients and ask a nurse to get some orders starting on a certain patient or kind of have different things going on at once.
One of the biggest challenges for doctors such as Chris Reverte is diagnosing critically ill patients on the spot.
There's a patient that came here for headaches and had a huge cancer in his brain and probably won't survive. And there's not much that I can do as an emergency physician for him, and that's just very difficult to deal with sometimes. No pain back here? No. That all feels pretty good? Yeah, not too bad. Okay, you can lay back again for me? You have to kind of keep moving because you're just going to get new patients. They're going to keep coming, and there's nothing you can do. You have to keep moving on because there's other patients that still need your help.
Like his colleagues, Chris is passionate about his work. During his vacation time next week, Chris will go to Chile with a team of doctors and nurses from USC Medical Center to study the differences in their ER units. For LA Now, I'm Perrine Bakshay.
LA County USC treats more than 250,000 people in its emergency room every year and provides more than 28% of the county's trauma care. The county's medical relief units are getting some help in the event of a disaster. Direct Relief International, the largest humanitarian aid organization in the state, has donated emergency medical kits to assist the units in their efforts to train volunteers and save lives when a disaster hits home.
They will be a stockpile so volunteers can get them in an emergency and use them. It's a wonderful donation from Direct Relief and FedEx and just the kind of public-private partnership you need to keep a community prepared to respond.
Now the kits all have diagnostic equipment, medication, and first aid supplies. If ever there were a hidden gem in LA County, a particular high school would be among them. Some of the biggest names in show business have used this school to catapult them to success. It's a county-run public school, and any student can go there. The only criteria, that they must have talent. Deanna Morgan has the story.
26 years ago, a high school emerged here on the campus of Cal State LA, the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts. Back then, there were nearly 200 students. Now, there are 600, but it still remains a county charter school that not many people know about. I know about it because I graduated from here, class of 1995. The school has changed tremendously since then, and here is what it looks like now.
That's always kind of tough because they're like...
For students at the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts, or LACMA as it's commonly known, every day is a long day. Elvis Amaya has his day down to a science.
So I wake up like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I take 2 buses, get here, have breakfast at Dolcini's or Starbucks, and then I go to my first period class.
Students have 4 hours of classes in the morning, 4 hours of classes in the afternoon. They're just as, if not more busy than the college students they pass around the Cal State LA campus. You may remember the popular television show Fame. This is the real-life version, only LACMA's Fame is still growing.
It's amazing to me that after 25 plus years, that still people in LA are unaware that this exists for the community. So that's one of our priorities.
Every LACMA student auditions to get in. They either are or become the best of the best in the performing arts, whether they choose to pursue a career in their chosen arts field or not.
We have big alums, sort of like the Josh Grobens or the Corbin Blues or those who've achieved sort of real fame and success.
Others go on to study academics. 90% of students who graduate attend four-year colleges. The average grade point average for last year's graduating class, 3.25. Those 136 seniors earned over $3 million in scholarship monies. Teachers and staff attribute that success to a well-rounded arts education. Almost every staff member has an arts background. The majority of academic teachers have some connection to the arts, and every arts instructor is a working professional. For the hundreds of students that come to this school every year, it's a dream come true. They don't take it for granted, especially Elvis Amaya, a visual arts student who enjoys every color and picture he brings to life. Now a senior, he envisions his future.
Go work at Disney as an animator or a creative director.
Whether it's art, dance, music, or theater, Amaya and his classmates spend every long day dedicated to mastering their art. Their success may one day make LACMA just as, if not more famous than the graduates it produces.
We want to take this school from being what may be sort of LA's best kept secret into something a little less secret.
For LA Now, I'm Deanna Morgan.
For more information on the school, go to www.artshigh.org. Come and see the unusual paper art of Japanese washi artist Ibi Kyoko at LACMA. The artist uses homemade washi paper as her medium and incorporates historical text to create a delicate and nuanced art space. Now, the type of washi paper Kyoko works with comes from mulberry, paper bush, and high-quality fiber. For more information, go to lacma.org. And finally, incredible video out of the Sheriff's Department. Watch deputies rescuing a woman at Eagle Rock in Topanga State Park. Take a look. She was trapped on the cliff face more than 500 feet off the ground. The county's Air 5 helicopter rescue crew responded, hoisting her to safety and treating her minor injuries. And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us. Watch us online anytime on LACountyChannel.com. Please stay tuned for a list of websites featured on our show. And we'll see you next time on LA Now.